Hello, my friends. I'm sitting here in Ottawa's beautiful Byward Market. I went to the drugstore that closed at 8. I went for a walk there, and then I got there right in time, and then I thought I'm going to walk over here and sit here in my favorite spot. Earlier today, I woke up around 7 a.m. when my parents were clanging around in the kitchen, and then I was still tired, and around 11 I went back to sleep, and then I woke up at 2, and I thought, okay, it's time to get up. And then I just spent some time on the phone with Amazon, and who else? I feel like I was talking to customer support a lot at different places. And then, just going through emails. And then my dad texted me he wanted me to rake the front leaves, so I did that. And he also wanted me to open the window to air out my room, so I did that. Those are amazing things that I'm doing. And that's basically it. It's beautiful out here, so if anybody is here and wants to walk around, here I am. Alright, I'm doing one of my favorite things. On my walk, I stopped at the McDonald's, and it's warm out, so I just stand outside. I order on my app. I had a coupon for 2 meal deals for like $11.98, so I got myself an orange juice and an apple juice, and some other things that I shouldn't mention. Alright, I'll tell you. 6 McNuggets, a Big Mac, and 2 fries. But what I'm going to do, I'm ordering a scale that'll measure my fat content. Remind me to do that when I get home. And then once I do that, I'm going to be like, I'll have a reason to not eat, and then we'll chart my progress. But in the meantime, my God, I love sitting outside on a bench and having a little meal. I also love, when I'm at home, I stand in the kitchen and I listen, or I watch Philip DeFranco while I eat a bagel or something. But here I'm going to listen to a podcast. I'm very excited. I finished my meal, and it was delightful. And then I still felt like something sweet. And I'm like, I could just go with a little sundae, but then the only special, the mobile order, was like 2 McFlurries for $5.50, and I'm like, I don't want 2 McFlurries. I remember I did that in winter, and I was like, ugh. In fact, I don't even want 1 McFlurry. I don't know, I guess I can put them in the freezer. Ugh. The problem is, see, now that I've been waiting like 10 or 20 minutes for them, it's like I don't even want them. But I kind of do want them. Look how busy it is here. Everybody is gathered around here, like, for the Uber Eats or whatever they're doing. I put on my mask because everybody else was wearing one. And now I've got my Abraham Lincoln look. Anyways, I was right. Ugh, I did not want these. I had a bit. It was okay for a couple of minutes there, but then... See that girl? She was standing outside the McDonald's for a while, too. Did she ever get her food? I don't know. Oh, now I know what I was going to tell you. So, the girl came out with my McFlurry. No, first, they were like 21, and I was like, ugh. And then it wasn't. And she said, like, some number, and the other guy was like, is it that number? Like, and he was like, so I was trying for you, man, because I was sort of wondering if it was me. So he was very sweet. He was like an Uber Eats guy. And then the girl came out, and she's like, here's your 2 McFlurries. And she's like, do you want to, what do you call these things? She was like, do you want a tray? I'm like, oh. And she's like, please tell me you don't want a tray. I'm like, well, I don't need one. She's like, I'll get you one if you want. And I'm like, well. She's like, but tell me you don't want one. I'm like, I don't. And then the guy with his big box that he puts on his backpack, the Uber Eats guy, was like, I got an extra tray if you want one, man. I'm like, that's okay. I've got one left over from my previous meal. I'd actually put it in the garbage, but I knew it was at the top, so I could grab it, and I did. And so whatever. This is all just a disaster. Look how much fun people are having over here, though. Outside the fried chicken place. That girl's got rollerblades on. This is fun out here. I keep passing people that I want to make friends with. Like, oh, well, yeah, I showed you that rollerblade girl. I'm like, I want to talk to her, but I guess I shouldn't. And then I walked past a bunch of guys skateboarding and some girl with them. I'm like, oh, I can be friends, because the girl was like, you don't know my name, to all of them. And it's like, but I know your names. And they're like, yeah, we're growing, party on Elgin Street. And I'm like, I should party with them. But no, I shouldn't. Right there is a museum. I used to write ads for it many years ago for my first job. And then I went to a party there a couple of years ago. They used to have a party there once a month. That was a good time. That was the last big party I went to, I guess. And I found a brown basket. It's like a wicker basket. I saw this when I was heading out earlier, and there was like a bigger basket and a little basket on the ground, on the sidewalk. And then the big one was gone when I walked past now. So I guess somebody took the big one but didn't want the little one. So I took the little one. So I don't know what's going to happen with it, but I don't know. I'm just taking it back to my nest. That's what my ex-girlfriend used to say. I was a little hedgehog taking things back to my nest. And I'm always concerned that women are going to think I'm following them. Like if I ever get off a subway and then they get off at the same, or off a bus and they get off at the same spot. Sorry, I was scratching my nose. Anyways, so there was these two women standing on the street corner back there, and I stopped at the corner because I wanted to look at the skateboarders, thinking, should I join the skateboarders? And the women were talking to each other, and I was like, nah, I'm not going to talk to the skateboarders. So I turned around to walk again, but at this exact moment, one of the women crossed the street, and the other one started walking down the sidewalk. And I thought, in the corner of my eye, did the one across the street look over and go, oh, that guy stopped at the corner, and now he's following my friend. That's why he stopped, so he could follow her. And I'm like, so now I'm not going to like head back the other way just because, so I'm following her. But I'm not following her. She's looking ahead of me in the same direction. And eventually she turned off to the side, like another side street. But I looked over just to see, but I'm like, don't look, because then she'll be like, oh, he's looking. And then I'm thinking in my head, like, if I was following her, would I just... Okay, I feel sick. Oh my God. Oh, my stomach. Why did I eat all that crap? I wasn't even hungry. I think I should have just had water. I carry a bottle of water with me. Just hydrate first before you decide you need... the Big Mac and the nuggets and the ice cream. I feel sick. Okay. Tomorrow, remind me, I gotta order that fat scale, and then I gotta just hydrate. I'm gonna drink so much water from now on. You won't even recognize me. I'm gonna carry a bottle of water. It's gonna be filled with like green tea or lemons, or I don't know. What should I put in my water?